Yeah, I mean, I thought, we started off the game pretty, looking to score and ran our offense really well. I thought we moved the ball, get some back cuts and all that, and we made some really good stops. First quarter was really good, and in the second quarter they came out. And it seemed like we couldn't get anything going again, and I thought they shot the ball really well. I think they had one kid come off the bench in 47 seconds. She scored 6 points, toward the end of the half. So, going down by 6. But then I thought we recovered in the third, and we did some good things. It's like one of those games that, you didn't really want to have to play your better players, but we don't have nobody else but the better players. That makes it kind of, when you're shorthanded, it makes it kind of tough. So, still main players got a lot of minutes and stuff. But again, I thought, you could have fouled toward the end of regulation. The girl was so far out. My worry was foul her on a shot, and she shot it and actually made it. So, but tough game to lose. But I'd much rather lose that one than the conference game.
What were your takeaways from the second half? Really picking up steam in the third quarter, kind of losing that a little bit towards the fourth, and then kind of things went awry in overtime. So what'd you make of all?
Yeah, I think if you look at it, I thought we guarded better. We started to make some stops. And then, we talked about quit over-dribbling, and I thought, we got back into our offense a little bit more. And we go in and out of it, and you look at the scores and stuff. I think it was the third quarter that we held them to 7 points. When you hold a Division I team to single digits in a quarter, that's pretty damn good. We still scored, 14. So third quarter wasn't bad, and then the fourth quarter they outscored us by 1. So it was kind of. They really are. Number 11 is really, really good player. I don't know. I think we held her to 5 points the first half, and then she kind of. She started to kind of find her spots and stuff like that. But, you look at the scores. They won 2 quarters, we won 2 quarters. And to me, the big one was for them was the second quarter,
And then go ahead and talk about the overtime period. A lot of things going awry, the 5-second violation towards the end of the game, giving y'all another chance, then a jump ball gives you another chance. What do you feel about your team consistently fighting to stay in that game?
Well, for us to give those opportunities, we gave ourselves some opportunities, but then at the same time we gave it right back on a double dribble. And then, I was trying to call timeout when we rebounded, and to me at the same time I'm calling timeout. They don't. A lot of times they just don't recognize it, and we dribble. And that's. I'll take it on me as like we didn't want any. We said, hey, we get a rebound, we got a timeout, we want to advance the ball, and that's what we had been trying to do throughout anytime it was under a minute in regulation and in overtime. And I don't know if it would have made a difference, but it could have. But then we still had opportunities. We got a rebound and toward the end of the game and we had opportunities. We just didn't take advantage of them, and hopefully we can, that might be something that we really need to work on those situations, because lately, we've been in 2 overtime games the last 2 games. So, so maybe spend a little bit more time on, out of bounds, sideline out of bounds plays, that when we advance the ball and try to get a little bit more efficient.
And then now the team's in the middle of the pack of the Sun Belt Conference, no more non-conference games the rest of the way. You're getting back to Sun Belt play on Wednesday. What are you really trying to put in your team's brain heading back into those meaningful conference games?
We talked about it. We have 6 games left, and it's up to us. They're all very winnable games, but we're going to have to take care of business. You put yourself, to me, it's going to be difficult to finish in the top 4. So, 5 or 6 is available. Can we win out or, put ourselves in position to where we can get a better seed? I always look at it, the 13 years I've been here, it's always been about matchups in our conference. Not necessarily if you get a 7th, 8th, or now it's a little different this year because of the format, they're giving the really, if you finish in the top 2, you don't play but 2 games to win the championship is different. But, I think for us it's going to be the matchups. You try to stay away from Arkansas State right now. They're playing really well. Who do you match up good to? And, that's going to be interesting to see I know Monroe lost today to South Al. So, and South Al is going to surprise some people. We got them left, and they're playing a little bit better. And, when you get at the bottom of the league. So, you definitely don't want to finish, 8th to 11 to 14. You definitely want to, because you're talking about 7 games. So and I think we can take care of business. You know, we got next week home, and then we go back to and play the same teams the next week, and then, you know, got South out and Southern Miss. You know, so I feel that if we play our game, I think we can compete in those games and hopefully come out, you know, and put ourselves in a good position.
And then finally, the team was a little bit banged up throughout this week. Are you expecting anybody back for Wednesday?
Yeah, we're expecting Cam to be back. You know, Cam Jones is supposed to be back from the broken nose, and that's going to help us a lot. And then I just don't know if anybody else. You know, we're still waiting on Jay, and we'll see. You know, if those would be the only two that would be back. And I tell you, that would be really good for us. Anybody that we get in back always helps us on the rotation and stuff. And that's been the hardest thing is to, you know, not who starts, it's who you rotate in. You know, because, I mean, some of them handle the ball a little bit better, some of them are better shooters, and some are better defensively or not. And so you kind of intermixing a lot of that, and that's I don't think we're as strong as we could be if we get everybody back.
Coach, you and I talked about it pregame, with today being the pink game, with the ceremony to honor the cancer survivors, and you mentioned that video that you showed the players before the game. What do you think that experience today was like for your players?
You know, I think it was great for our players, and they feel it. You know, and a lot of people don't know this, but we all played for somebody today. You know, I coached for somebody, the referees for somebody, and our players played for somebody. And their thing was, at the end of the game, win or lose, you need to call that person, and, you know, let them know that you love them, and, you know, you played for them. You know, whether to win or loss. And I think we're trying to teach that. Hey, we do care. You know, I think it's more than about basketball for us. You know, as a program, been here 13 years, and we love the community, and, you know, just to have the people in here. I don't know if y'all filmed or anything, but, you know, we had all the survivors in here with their families and stuff, and I knew a lot of them, and I was surprised that some people were here. On Wednesday, we had 8 people supposed to show up, and I want to say, I mean, I don't even know if we had 25 or 30, you know, and we really didn't, you know. I mean, we started on Wednesday trying to, you know, contact people. I mean, we could blow this thing up to 100 if we really wanted to, and I think that's what we need to do. We're a university of education, you know, and I think we got to use our system and what we do and our platform to try to help people. I got so many hugs after the opening, you know, when we had to call the run out and all that, from these young ladies that were survivors, and thank you, Coach, this is a special day for us, and blah, blah. It's just a day away from freaking a disease, you know, that's tough to deal with. And for us, we love it, and I think they know it. You know, we have a lot of passion for it, so it's not fake, it's real.